defend, the honor of North Carolina. Of course, Lazar does too. And we're into the first match.
Yeah, we're going into the first match on Battlefield. You have to imagine that Mike probably got rid of FD, and we probably saw DizzKid get rid of stages like Yoshi's, and I wonder who got rid of Fountain.
Yeah,
but
that's a good question. Who wanted to get rid of Fountain? Who wanted to get rid of Dreamland? But right now, Mike has been really good at controlling just kind of the whole pace of the match. He's not going into
good
moves. Yeah, exactly. When Falcon's getting off in this matchup, it looks like a nightmare, and it is. It's a terrible matchup for Ice Climbers. Oh my goodness, this man actually just doesn't know how to do Nair. He's like, I'm going to use my big heavy moves that Ice Climbers just can't deal with, and it's just going to be okay. There are moments where, Nair is okay in this matchup, but because your strong moves that are also good to be done in that range where Ice Climbers can't deal with them, that I talked about earlier, where they can't smash, but they also can't wave dash. That was great. Falcon is fine just staying in that range and just putting out strong moves, and that'll tear up Ice Climber's shield, which is really good for not only separating them, but kind of just putting pressure on them to act and do an action that'll get them messed up.
Yeah. I think Mike's playing really safe here. Despite how close some of those down airs look to being in grab range, I think he knows kind of what he's doing because he hasn't really gotten grabbed at all this game.
Yeah, he's definitely pulling back a lot before he does that. Let's see. Right now,
that up air is his best friend right now.
Yeah, the up air, every hit he's getting, he's got to be liking it just because it's going to make it so much easier to launch them with knee or stomp.
The next time, yeah. And the ice climbers, they like to go high a lot because of the nature of their recovery, and that up air almost Tipmans them really well, and especially with Nana, who, let's face it, doesn't have the best edge guarding defense of any, computer-controlled character.
Yeah, I would agree with that. I actually think that it's really interesting when players respawn and they try to hit Ice Climbers. You'll notice that Money Mike almost got grabbed. When he respawned, when Money Mike respawned, he almost got grabbed because he was trying to chase them down. And when you come into Ice Climbers so hard like that, oh my god, what a combo. I mean, it was on a computer, but oh my god.
But it was in tournament.
Right, it was a tournament computer combo.
We take thems. We take thems.
Computer combos.
Any day of the week, son. Any day of the week. And we're seeing Mike with a pretty big lead here, but we've got DizzKid with his Nana, and he's got that first serious wobble of the match. The first serious big-time punish.
That was a great use of abusive stage control by DizzKid. Abuse of his invincibility. He kind of just held his ground, and it would have been actually pretty difficult for him to react to whatever Money Mike did, but Money Mike was kind of worried about being run up grab. And so he kind of just took the gamble on the roll. He kind of let DizzKid's play get into his head, and it was a good abusive stage. So it was a well executed play. And now DizzKid definitely needs to save Nana because it's gonna be really difficult based on how the match has gone to come back without Nana. He's going to need big grab punishes, and Nana almost ended that man's stock, but instead, knee for all. Money Mike refusing to do dashes and just short up airling because it's hilarious.
Let's face it, you don't have that other girl. You can't handle it now.
You need backup, son. Peace.
Mike with game one there, and obviously we're probably going to see the FD ban, and then what do you think? Dreamland or Pokemon Stadium or Fountain for sure, yeah?
Depends on what he bans, but I wouldn't be surprised if we end up seeing FD next game just because Falcon has room to maneuver. Yeah, that's where we go.
FD.
I want to say that even though the game was two-stock, you have to remember the punishment differential. Right here, he's getting out. But if that
right here, he's getting out.
Yeah, I mean, but I'm saying if that happened just after a hit or so, or something like that, the stocks would have been different. Money Mike's mentality might have been different. So it's important to note that even though you have certain percent wins on Ice Climbers, you can never feel like you beat him by too much just because you're always a wobble away.
Always a wobble away. Yeah, I mean that's the thing, man. It really always comes down to how many magical moments you can get with that character. If one grab truly does equal one stock, then he was just 2 grabs away from winning that match. And FT is a great stage for both of these characters. Which one of them do you think likes this stage more in this matchup?
I mean, I think Falcon still wins here, but it's definitely harder just because Falcon can't use platforms to get away if he's cornered, because he can abuse his area mobility and his big area, his down air, to just hit through platforms.
Money Mike's had a really easy time avoiding getting grabbed for the most part. I thought he was going to get grabbed because I was talking about it. It's he who must not be grabbed. So, Money Mike did a really, really good job of. I'm gonna stop. As soon as I start talking about this whole anti-grab game thing, I just.
Let me tell you what happened as soon as we started talking about it. He got grabbed and he did like inward DI twice, which DizzKid did not expect, and then he didn't expect it again because he thought that Money Mike would have depped his DI. He just didn't do it. And basically, Money Mike was so worried about getting punished, even though he'd gotten out, and DizzKid was probably kind of frustrated.
He just had time to reaction.
He just kept rolling, and then like DizzKid was just like, "Well, I'm gonna get this. I'm gonna get it eventually," just because like he was taking damage as he was breaking out and everything. So
DizzKid up a solid stock here, but he might lose his Popo here. Popo's not a very good character in this matchup. You thought the Ice Climbers had a rough time versus Falcon. Popo by himself, even worse.
hard times.
Definitely the hashtag rough stuff.
But you know, I don't think DizzKid's gonna be shouldn't be sweating it too much. Mike,
One grab away, right?
yeah, but Mike's at the level where the punishment will even out a whole lot more. You can hit Nana, like he got one opening basically, and he nearly killed Nana. So the punishment is much more even now between them. So we're seeing the matchup look like it's more skewed for Falcon, which is how it is. And here we're seeing, you know, the disadvantage of no platforms for Ice Climbers. They can only side B, and they can only really go to the edge or on the stage instead of like use a platform and maybe like get their jump back on that. So you're just gonna kind of see like a rinse and repeat until maybe either Money Mike messes up, kind of like that, or the Ice Climbers die. That's pretty much the only way it's gonna go. Yep, there you go. That was definitely
Mike going for the people's elbow right there.
And that's a gone double jump, and that's exactly how Sopo usually gets away with stuff. People usually make a decision because like, oh, you know, it's whatever, it's Sopo, and that's when they get you.
That's how, yeah, that's how they get you.
So you're like, oh, yeah, that's whatever, this character doesn't matter. And then they like do this gimp because they have to practice it a lot because they're Sopo a lot of the time. Because good people know how to take out Nana. People that play against Ice Climbers a lot have to take out Nana. So then you have to work on being good with your Sopo. But yeah, but now we have two climbers on the screen. We need to talk about that.
Back with his Nana.
Mike down air through shield right there. He's been going for that a lot, but usually DizzKid, oh my goodness, the ballsiest grab. Mike usually down airs through shield so that he can't get grabbed, but it hasn't really gotten him too much, or he's hitting roll, but he...
Can we go to the player cam?
No player cam, no. Don't let him see it. Don't let him see it. So, I'm not sure if I think that he meant to do that, but...
Destruction, quote unquote. Destruction, quote unquote.